What's going on, dividend chasers? Dividend Bloodhound here with another investing episode. In this episode we're going to talk about the huge news that's came out of America late last night, in that Tesla is going to do a 1-to-5 stock split. Absolutely fantastic news for shareholders everywhere. If you already own this company, you're going to get massively rewarded, even though the value of the company isn't actually changing just yet. Long term, this is a massive dividend to be given by Tesla, and also a little nugget of history because this is their first ever stock split. If you want to find out what you should do, whether you should buy before or buy after the stock split, then stay tuned. If this video brings you some value, please hit the like button in the corner here. It massively helps out the channel. Or if you're brand new here and you haven't seen my content before, do consider subscribing and even ticking that notification bell if you're feeling super kind. That being said, let's get in there. Roll the intro. What's going on again, guys? Welcome into the video. As we've already said, massive news coming out of America and from Tesla itself in their 5-to-1 stock split. Now this basically means, even though fundamentally nothing will change about the company in that instant, the share price will actually go down to being approximately $300 a share-ish, depending on where the price is on the 21st of August, when you need to buy in by before, so you can actually be rewarded with these stocks. If you buy in after that point, then you'll end up buying with the new lower share price. And this is going to come into effect on the 28th of August. You need to buy in before the 21st, and then the shares will be given and the price adjusted on the 28th of August. As you can imagine, this has caused an absolute flurry of activity with investors and YouTubers and Instagrammers posting this all over the place, so you've probably already seen the news. But this has also had an effect on the market. Pre-market, at the time of this video being recorded, Tesla is already up 7% based on where it was the day before, obviously. Now, before that, Tesla was actually on a bit of a losing streak. Its last 3 days, it had declined in price. So this is a little bit of a coy play by Elon Musk and the board to announce this just as Tesla was coming onto a little bit of a losing streak, and now it's going to fly straight upwards as people try and lock in their shares before the rewards are given on the 21st of August. On the 28th of August, fundamentally, nothing will have changed about Tesla at all. All you'll be able to do is buy the share at a much lower price than you would have beforehand. Obviously, at the moment, it is around $1,400 a share. That is going to drop down to a more manageable for most people, $300. That being said, most platforms now offer fractional shares. So it really doesn't make that much of a difference that they're bringing the price down. But obviously some countries, some brokers and some platforms don't offer fractional shares, but the likes of Free Trade, Trading 212 and Robinhood, M1 Finance and the like, they all do. So this isn't really going to make much difference to those sort of investors, apart from being rewarded with having 4 extra shares for their money. Some analysts on Market Watch and in the Financial Times are saying that Tesla is doing this to lock in the gains that it has already made. Over the last 12 months, Tesla has gone through the roof and gone to the moon in terms of its share price, from starting off at approximately $300 a share all the way to where it is now. And peak health crisis, it actually dropped down to around $300 a share or below again. And I missed an opportunity to buy at that point. I had it in my little basket on my brokerage on Free Trade, but I ultimately decided against it and invested that money elsewhere. It's a massive opportunity lost for me and I do regret it, but hey, that is investing. It's widely assumed that Tesla is following in the footsteps of Apple in doing its stock split, the 1-to-4 stock split that is going to take place soon. And also Alphabet and Amazon have also done stock splits in the past. And some people will now be slowly but surely turning their head to see if the same thing is going to happen with Alphabet and Amazon again. Because if Tesla are doing it and Apple are doing it to lock in their recent price gains, then you can bet that Amazon might be considering it as well, especially with their roaring performance of the last 2 or 3 months due to the health crisis. Some people out there are arguing that this stock split is a preparation for listing in the SP 500, which of course, after notching up another quarter's worth of profit recently, is now very much on the cards. And this makes the stock price a little bit more attractive to those people that are perhaps restricted to not being able to buy through fractional shares, and now it's going to be available on the SP 500. Tesla really wants to lock in those retail investors. And that, for an example of just how many retail investors there are now out there using apps just like Robinhood, in America alone, that sort of investor has almost gone up 3 times in number, from 180,000 to now 550,000 people using the apps on their phone, which is an absolutely exponential number and is only going to get higher and higher, and Tesla really wants to target them by the look of it. I'm now going to quickly take it into the app to have a little look at the charts of Tesla at the moment, where its price has gone and been in the last 12 months, just to actually show you properly on video what this is actually going to mean in terms of analytical data. And then we'll also have a look at the sort of money they've made and their last quarter's profits and stuff like that as well. Just quickly, this isn't an in-depth stock dive or anything like that, but just a quick look at the charts can never hurt, can it? What's going on again, guys? Welcome into the app. So here we can see the glorious performance that has been Tesla's performance over the last 12 months or so, and we can see where they started almost a year ago to the day. They were at $215 a share, and they spiked all the way up to $900 in February this year, dropped all the way back down to the $360 mark here in March, peak health crisis, and have launched off to the moon since then, which is an absolutely ridiculous performance. But based on them actually putting together a profit for 3 quarters in a row, and the sort of potential this company has, and the amount of sales of cars and units that's going forward, as well as all the other little bits and bobs that it does in terms of the solar roof, solar city, its actual CEO Elon Musk getting involved in all sorts of other things, it's probably well rewarded. So having a quick look, we can see that their market cap is currently 304 billion. This isn't going to change with the stock split. They have a revenue of $24 billion at the moment, EPS of -$4, but that isn't really of anybody's concern at the moment, and they still make loss making at the moment in 2019. But as we know, we've seen 3 quarters worth of profits now from Tesla, which is actually really good for the company, and we're going to see them listed on the SP 500 soon. As we can see here, their revenue growth is absolutely enormous. 3-year revenue growth 50%, 5-year revenue growth 51.99%. Absolutely enormous. Compound annual growth rate over 5 years is 118%. That is probably the highest that I've seen in any company that I own at the moment. Absolutely enormous and very impressive. This is why I'm very bullish on Tesla stock, which is not surprising for you guys, I am sure. I'm going to be adding to this one as and when I can as part of a balanced investing approach. I'll never go all in on any company, despite how much I really do like Tesla. That being said, I'll see you back outside in the real world, and I'll leave you with my final thoughts. What's going on again, guys? Welcome back to the real world. My final thoughts then on this Tesla stock split are that if you buy now, you are definitely going to pay a premium. I mean, the stock is up 7% already pre-market at point of filming, and I can't see that this is going to go any lower really. I mean, I would hold off an initial purchase to wait and see if it comes down a little bit in the coming days until the 21st of August. Apple, if you look at that as obviously Apple is a completely different company, but if you look where Apple is now, they sort of had that initial burst of flurry and excitement about the stock split, and then the stock has crept back down a little bit since then. So that might mean that you might be able to get it at a slightly cheaper price. That being said, I don't think it's going to be anything less than a $1,300, $1,400 period. So that seems to me that whatever you get, you'll be getting roughly $300 a share in the future on the 28th of August when it assumes its new price and you get your share reward. That will be what you get. However, when you do get that, if you're looking at a long-term play, years down the line, 5, 10, 20 years, however long you intend on holding, you are going to make an absolute fortune, because most analysts expect that the price will start to recover almost instantly after the stock split has happened. I think it will start sailing back towards the $500 mark very, very quickly. If you were to hold off and wait until after the 28th of August to buy at the new price, you will miss out on that reward scheme, but there might be some fluctuation in the price around that point when people sell off and and try and take their profits. If there is any major ups or major downs, there could be a little bit of volatility there as the market readjusts and reacts to its new stock price. But that is only speculation, and nobody really knows what's going to happen. It might instantly rocket back towards $500 as already mentioned, or higher. It might stay put for a little while. It might even drop. If it drops, in my opinion, that is a great big and a really good indicator for me to buy, and I'll be looking to buy back in then if that opportunity does materialize. Being said, for me personally, Tesla is always a buy, almost irrespective of what the stock price is doing, because I believe there is serious value in what this company is and what it's trying to achieve. So I will continue drip feeding into this company in balance with my portfolio for, I don't know, not forevermore obviously, but for the long term. I'm definitely going to continue buying into this one. In the run up to the stock split, I'm going to continue adding if there is any spare money that I've got. I've got a little bit of reserve cash that I might consider adding in line with the rest of my portfolio. And then afterwards, I'm going to continue buying at the new price as well. And then who knows, in a few years time, if they do another stock split in the future, I'll be there ready and waiting, hopefully with a couple of shares worth of value, ready for it to be divided again, and then it return to the same sort of value again. And that really is how you make a hell of a lot of money. If you look at what Coca-Cola has done, Coca-Cola has been through multiple stock splits now. And if you held one share from their very first stock split before they've split ever at all, just like this is now, and you held it until now you would have many more shares and a huge amount of dividend income from that as well. That is my final thought. I'm going to continue to buy either way. Hopefully you found some value in this video, and if you have, please do hit that like button in the corner there. And if you're brand new here, do consider subscribing and even ticking that notification bell as well. And there's nothing else for me to say except this has been a pleasure to bring to you. I'm sorry it's a little bit on the hop, because the news currently wrong-footed quite a few of us as we didn't expect it. And I'm also sorry that I seem to be squinting in the video. That is because there is sunlight directly in the window, and there isn't really anything that I can do about that, as I use the window for my light for these videos. Thank you very much for watching. I didn't really need to say that, but hey, there you go, now you know. I'll see you in my next episode. See you there, bye bye.